if you're looking to like apply multi-debuff, essentially this is going to be the team, right? So you got Helena, and then you got Celia, Sonia, and Palette. The only problem is cost can be an issue. That's why you need Helena there. Helena is going to give you back some SP, right? Occasionally. 2 plus 2 equals to 8. That's not how it works. Okay, let's get that again, right? So this particular boss can also apply vulnerability. So I can get smacked in the beginning. So I'll just go with as few SP as I can. So this is going to be 2 debuff. Reduce magic attack, reduce magic resistance. So we got 1 Sonia that can apply dark vulnerability. Vulnerability or dark vulnerability. I guess it doesn't matter. We're just gonna extend that duration. Boom. So let's see if Sonia can do more. So the boss applies that. So currently, if you can see right here, I think you guys can't see, my face cam is blocking, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 debuff right now, right? So we just need to apply 3 more debuff afterwards. 3 more debuffs. So what I need to do, Celia needs to go with this. This one is going to apply 2 more. And then Sonia needs to apply this. Nightmare. But then we don't have enough SP. SP drama. Unless I go with something like this. Okay, let's see then. This should be... I will click on the weak spot and see. This should be... 7 debuff after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, it's not quite 7 yet. But this is going to be a lot of damage. Let me see. So that was not with 7 debuffs, but even then we are already getting quite a lot of damage. It's so hard to get 7 debuff. I think we have to do it like over the course of... So let's say this one don't do it yet. So we do this and this. I think it has to be turn 5. Turn 5 to basically do it. Need to trigger the condition. Yeah, I'm triggering... what did I just trigger? This particular one. Okay, now it seems like I have 7 debuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! Uh-oh. 6! How do you get 7? Go back to this one. Dark vulnerability. Maybe I can apply vulnerability instead, right? So then I get two different type of vulnerability. Because the previous one was... vulnerability, and I think I can apply one more. So if I go with something like this... So I think this should be 7. But again, this boss... very special. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Yep. Okay, if you can get all of it, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, if you can go there with the debuffs, if you can go all the way to multiple debuffs, then that's going to be a lot of damage. But it's just the condition is you gotta have the boss. So I don't think this is going to be super viable if the boss cannot apply debuffs on itself, right? Because if you just rely on your own team, which is going to be Celia, it's not enough. But if the boss can apply debuff, then yeah, Palette is going to be very strong. The fat cat is exactly how you see your spirit animal guide, lol. The fat cat is your favorite animal. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty fat, right? So should you pull for Miracle Violet Palette? I think if you have this team, right? Helena will probably stay here. Maybe this one can take out for Diana, one of it, right? To save a little bit of SP. I think it's quite a viable team, right? It's definitely quite a viable team. But whether or not it's going to be something that you're gonna use a lot or use often, I'm not too sure about that, right? I think a little bit, the value does depend on whether you're an endgame player or not. If you're an endgame, it's definitely going to be way more worth it. The only thing that you gotta keep in mind is I'm not sure how often can this be used to replace dark type, the other dark magic damage DPS, right? Because right now for dark, we have... I'm trying to remember how did we do the last time, right? The last time it was going to be like Luventia is on her own, and then we got Blade, right? That's for physical side. For magic side, you got Eclipse, you got Natus. Can Palette replace Eclipse and Natus, right? Eclipse is actually quite strong still. She's actually really, really strong. If you have all the costumes, right? Palette is also strong if you meet all the conditions. But if the boss net will not allow you to meet these conditions, which is like applying all of these debuffs on itself, right? Like the number of debuffs right here. Then that means it's not going to be enough. Right, then in that case, Eclipse is still going to be better. Would stacking DOT count as debuffs? Yes, I think it counts. That's why Nightmare is counting right now. Because Nightmare is by Sonia, right? Sonia's one is not this one, but this one, right? Apply Nightmare to the enemy, dealing damage. So Nightmare is sort of like a DOT, I believe. It's not counted. It didn't say here, but you can see right here, right? Takes bonus damage on the caster's status to a certain extent. But I think DOT in general definitely count. Yumi can stack 5 in one turn. Yeah, Yumi can definitely do that. Who else can do that? Leatrice can do that as well, right? The thing about DOT as well is like, I don't think there's any like special synergy with her. But yeah, that'll be interesting to find out. That's why you are going to need this team, right? Because so we just tested DOT doesn't really count multiple stacks as debuff for Palette. So the best character right now is still going to be Celia. You need this costume, right? You need this costume. This one will apply 2 debuff. Reduce right here. Reduce enemy's attack, that's 1 debuff. One more is reduce enemy defense as well. So you have to make sure to get the potential liberation as well, which is going to be this one, right? So that this one count as 2 debuff. And then this one count as another 2 debuff. You have to make sure to get this as well. So this one is going to reduce, right here you can see, right? Reduce magic attack and magic resistance. This one is to reduce, not this one. This one is to reduce defense and attack. So Celia alone, within this costume and this costume, can do 4 debuffs. So 2 debuffs here, 2 debuffs here. So you got 4 debuffs. And then you got Sonia, that can apply Nightmare, which is 1 more debuff. And then she got 1 more of these. That can apply vulnerability, right? So you got 4 plus 2, which is 6 debuff. So you still need the boss to apply debuffs on your own, like 1 more debuff on your own. Alice can defense and magic defense shred. Yeah, I think Alice would be okay. She's a bit weird though, right? She doesn't really synergize with this team as a whole. Sonia the lolly. I think once we have a character that can do 3 debuff, maybe Palette's value will shine even more. Right now she's definitely, she can be used, right? Not to say that she can't use, but 7 debuff is, it's a bit hard, right? If it's like 6 or 5 debuff, I would say like she's going to be a very, very solid character. But she might not be able to replace the main dark DPS for magic against Eclipse, right? If the boss can't apply debuffs on itself. So there's like one small angle to look at it. A lot of setup. Yeah, it's a lot of setup, right? I don't know if she will have more costumes in the future. Because the weird thing about her is she has... Her own costume doesn't even apply debuff. One of it, the previous one was to extend debuff. This one is like require 7 debuff. Only you can do the damage, right? Illenia Domain. Illenia Domain. Does that count as debuff? Let me see. If that counts as debuff, that would be insane though, right? Schoolgirl palette. I know she can apply one thing. Where's my magical girl Eleni? Your attack is increased, alright. Create domain. Apply 50% vulnerability to the enemy. I guess the vulnerability should count. So there'll be one more. Yeah, maybe you can do that. Maybe you can do Elena. But she's a physical character, so she doesn't really synergize with the team, right? This is like a magic team. You can slot her in here, but she herself will be like a bit weird, right? She will take up cost as well. I don't know. I think like it's a bit more. Right now it's quite restrictive. I think this is pretty much the team that you want to use if you are going to use like a palette team, right?